Listen up, I'm here to represent Cloudsdale in the Equestrian Games. I have the determination, the athleticism, the heart. I am the Colt of Personality.
Are you a Wonderbolt?
Well, no, but...
Well, thank you for your time. Don't let the door hit you, etc., etc.
You kidding me? I flew for miles on end through a series of tornadoes carrying polar bears with chainsaws and that's it?
Yeah.
But, dude, I didn't even try out.
Try to follow me on this. The Equestrian Games are an elite sports event, and the Wonderbolts are an elite flight team. Kinda follows that Cloudsdale would send their best. If you want to compete, try Ponyville. I hear they'll take any pony. Oh, you had to make that face. Look, if you want, we can comment on the episode together.
Wait, are you even on the committee?
We should go to the tryout grounds.
The road to the Equestrian Games continues with today's episode, Rainbow Falls.
No, Rainbow! Come back to life!
Silver, I'm pretty sure Rainbow Falls is the name of the place where the qualifying rounds are held.
Oh.
So first we have the flag-carrying event and flight to the finish, and now we have some qualifying aerial relay that Rainbow Dash is going to be a part of. And her two teammates? Well, this ought to be good. Fluttershy and the Yeah Pony.
Bulk biceps. Adieu, dear Snowflake.
I'm sorry, that's a joke, right?
I do not get this. Why would Rainbow be on a team with two ponies who aren't even close to being competitive flyers? It makes absolutely no...
Too bad we can only compete in one event. But rules are rules.
You want to continue, Silver?
I'll just be over here now.
This is just ridiculous. Granted, it's humorous, but it's kind of shanking Rainbow's credibility. We know how athletic she is and how easy she would be able to win this, so do the writers feel the need to handicap her in order to suspend disbelief? Anyways, on the train ride there, Twilight speaks for the audience with her doubts on Rainbow Dash's team, yet Rainbow is certain that her team will win. This is like in Pokemon going to the Elite Four with like a team of low-level Zubats. It's basically the same effect.
Yes, I was totally thinking the same thing. Oh, I'm old.
So they get to Rainbow Falls, and first off, this place looks awesome visually. Every new place is like opening a new door on your Xmas advent calendar. And upon their arrival, guess who else is back? The Wonderbolts, Spitfire, Soren, and Spitfire Recolor. And they recognize Rainbow Dash with mentioning Wonderbolts Academy.
We put you through some pretty intense workouts at the Wonderbolt Academy, and you handled those just fine.
Continuity.
Hey!
We get to see the Wonderbolts as a unit and actually get to interact more with one another. Soren gets more screen time and a tiny bit of development too, and it's great to see these three come back. Anyway, I honestly wouldn't— Whoa! Hey! Whoa!
Thanks, cousin. Give him the treatment. Hope you get a speaking role soon.
No. I'm not here for feathers. I'm not here— Oh my god, no!
Steal my bit, will he? Not only are we treated to new visuals, there's a large cast of background characters. Some have speaking roles, even though it's mostly exposition.
There's Rainbow Dash. She's an awesome flyer.
What is this? What is This is not fair, what the heck?
An abundance of characters, from cheerleaders to medics, gives this world a more lively feel. We even have a Griffin team of 3. People keep asking what I think of this. I have no idea why.
Please, mercy, damn it, mercy!
They're basically Gilda and Gustav recolors, which gives them a background feel. Yet these may just be standard body types. I hope they'll be serious contenders in the games proper, most likely as antagonists. Griffins are likely the only species that could give the Wonderbolts and Rainbow Dash a serious challenge. We also have another Alicorn. Are we supposed to chalk this up as another animation error?
I'm okay.
Are you sorry?
Yes, I'm gonna choose my words carefully. Anyway, oh look, more cannon fodder for the fandom. Everyone's becoming an Alicorn these days. Where's my horn, damn it? But back into the story we go. Soren ends up getting injured by accident and taken off to the sidelines. And then, almost immediately, the Wonderbolts seek to put Rainbow Dash right into his place. GG, guys. GG.
Going into this, it can be hard to let go of how I thought Spitfire should behave. Maybe we've put the Wonderbolts on too high a pedestal. Yet, even if I let go of how I imagine Spitfire should behave, the fact that she abandons Soren and lies to him just doesn't sit well.
This kind of deception just bugs me. Listen, guys, if you're a real team, you'd want to stay together as a team and not with a replacement. And sadly, it's a real-life example of what people will do to get ahead to win. There is no shame.
Now, I get that the Wonderbolts are serving as a foil for Rainbow Dash, much the same way as Suri was a counterpart to Rarity. They're showing what can happen when competitiveness overrides ethics.
Part of me wants to see this situation sort of reversed. I thought it would have been interesting to see the Wonderbolts help out Rainbow Dash and have the team go up against a rival team, instead of making the Wonderbolts look like dicks. Yet on the other hand, I can understand where they are coming from. They are a skilled stunts team that are in this to win. It's understandable, but going to these lengths just to win still isn't right, and it may or may not send a good message to kids on how to handle winning by any means.
Now, let's be fair. Both Spitfire and Fleetfoot learn a lesson at the end, so they're hardly irredeemable. Yet, I wonder if there wasn't a way to accomplish the same plot with a different angle. Fleetfoot is new to a speaking role. Maybe she could have carried out the deception without Spitfire knowing. Or Spitfire could have confided that she was under a lot of pressure, that the Wonderbolts are expected to bring home the gold, and their superiors are leaning on her, so she compromised her ethics for a quick fix.
The Wonderbolts have an interesting dynamic in that they can be protagonists and antagonists at the same time. They will race to win and win cleanly, but they aren't afraid to cheat or deceive to get the gold. They push for the highest standards possible, but at the same time they themselves are creating a double standard. Oh yes, win fairly, but don't be afraid to cheat.
The real heart of this episode, however, is Rainbow's struggle. Her dreams versus her relationships. It's a great conflict, though I have some issues with the setup. In order to make the Cloudsdale team more appealing, the Ponyville team is made to look incompetent. For example, Rarity is a top-level designer who understands how to match an outfit to the wearer's personality, yet this is what she comes up with?
Again, it's handicapping the potential in order to make others look good. We all know that Rainbow could have easily brought together a powerful team for Ponyville or Cloudsdale, yet she chooses the underdogs. I'm split on that and I still don't quite understand. Rarity, Applejack, and Pinkie Pie become side gag characters that, if taken out, would probably have little impact to the story. The only reason Fluttershy and Twilight fit is because Fluttershy is a part of the race and Twilight is the voice of reason / plot device.
Now, I know some fans take issue with the idea that Rainbow Dash, the element of loyalty, would even consider bailing on her team. This is why I don't like defining characters by their element. If Rainbow follows an absolute without any temptation, then she becomes a caricature. I like seeing her doubt, and I understand why because the Cloudsdale team looks much more professional and competitive. Understanding this struggle, I find it far more satisfying when Rainbow chooses to side with her friends and favors those she values over a personal need to win.
This is where I begin to doubt Rainbow's drive to be a Wonderbolt. If she wants it that badly, yet she's willing to give up her dream for her friends more than once, it doesn't make her desire believable. You're right, it makes her a caricature. However, I do side with Rainbow on this one time, because the setup and the way she was lied to would make her winning the relay tainted. Now, if the Wonderbolts had politely asked and Rainbow asked her friends if it was okay, or if Rainbow hadn't formed a team at all, then maybe it would have been better.
Twilight's discussion with Dash is a mixed bag for me. I like that she's taking a role in guiding Rainbow without dictating what she should do, yet her initial argument seems very one-sided.
If you fly for Cloudsdale, Pinkie Pie won't have any pony to cheer for. Rarity's uniforms will never be seen, and Applejack will have slaved over those apple brown Bettys for nothing.
This is the spirit of the Olympics. Only a handful get to compete, yet their fans show a sense of national pride via support. So Dash isn't going to compete just to show her own skill. She'd be giving Ponyville a rallying figure. Yet, didn't we already establish that other Ponyville residents are competing in other events? It's hard to believe that Ponyville is really invested in this competition when they send 2 weak flyers on the team. And on the subject of loyalty, that's a two-way street. Twilight is asking Rainbow Dash to give up on a dream for the sake of her friends. Yet, what are they giving up?
Pretty much nothing. Twilight basically guilt trips Rainbow into staying on the Ponyville team, and she doesn't even look at the situation from Rainbow's POV. That could have been an excellent chance of development, guys.
Of course, I'm sure that Rainbow Dash will work through this issue by being honest with her friends and talking it out.
I've hurt my hoof.
For the love of Technicolor!
Rainbow, I love you, but what in the hell are you doing? How is this the right decision? Choosing not to choose and copping out ruins not just yourself, but pretty much everyone else as well. Jeez, this story's getting more plot holes than a brothel in Appaloosa. This isn't even that funny, either. Other than you getting a bloated ego and mysterious murder, well, this has gotta be one of the stupidest moves you've ever done. And as a Rainbow Dash fan, that hurts to say.
Choosing not to choose isn't really a decision.
Of course, Rainbow's moment of weakness precedes a revelation, the moment she finds the Rainbow Connection. Rarity started the trend, and Rainbow is confirmed we'll likely see it for every member of the main six. If you've kept your ear to the ground with the fandom, you know what's coming. We know the destination, it's just a question of how each character will get there. And yet I feel like this episode needs something to push it beyond this strange balance between good and bad. We've had a great moral conflict and some fun visuals, yet some of the character roles are off-putting while others do well. The main six are mostly tag-alongs, and except for Twilight, few of them contribute anything solid. There must be a way to help give this episode a little extra oomph. Something to make it stand out despite a fairly straightforward story.
We'll be alright. We even have a replacement.
That'll work. Yes, an episode that's made fine use of background characters, this seals the deal. Using Swoopers as a replacement.
Wait, who?
I don't know if using her semi-official name will upset people, and I don't want to deal with that brouhaha again. So I'm just going to keep referring to her as Swoopers.
Well, can I call her?
No, you cannot. Anyway, Silver-Quill is a great choice for this role. Without having to say a word, she drives home that the Ponyville team is sunk without Rainbow, thereby adding to the dilemma. Some call it fan pandering, yet I think it's an effective use of her character.
As do I. It's great to see her back and getting to do something without saying anything, as odd as that sounds. This wasn't fan pandering, this is helping to move the story forward, and I have a feeling we'll see more of her later.
This episode carried forward a lot of overarching plots. We're hinted at a new power building between the main six, and the Equestria games become an increasing focal point. However, there are so many little moments where the characters seem out of place or behaving poorly that the episode doesn't flow smoothly. It's well done as an overarching plot, yet awkward as a standalone.
This isn't the last time we're going to see the Wonderbolts, and they've slowly advanced the story forward towards the games, and with Rainbow Dash's development and fantasy to be a Wonderbolt. This episode as a whole, while it does present some plot holes and issues, I still found it enjoyable in the end. The pacing was good, the conflict wasn't predictable, yet it kinda was at the same time, but not in a bad way, and I for one am excited to see how they incorporate these new rainbow powers and the equestrian games together. You know what, now that I think about it, maybe they could have put in a Wonderbolt song? I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility.
We should be going.
Ah, horse feathers. Well, it was an honor to work with you, man. Hope it's not the last, but I got a jet. Up, and away!
Whoa, you get a flight animation? That's great, maybe I... Aw, come on!